Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to recreate this really pretty Valentine's Day look. I really love this look not only because it looks pretty, but also I used, believe it or not, 2 eyeshadows. I really wanted to create a Valentine's Day look that was really simple, really easy, and honestly, no matter what eye shape you have, you can definitely rock this look. It's something that's pretty universal. I also wanted this look to look really glowy, so that's also what I did on the face. So yeah, it's a really simple look to achieve, but it looks like you put a lot more effort than you really did. For this tutorial, I did use a lot of high-end products, but I will be having another Valentine's Day look that is mainly, probably not everything, but most of the products will be drugstore or very affordable products. So if you don't want to miss out on that tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and let's go ahead and jump right into the tutorial. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to moisturize my lips using the Agave lip mask. I love this one. And then I'm going to prime my eyelids using a MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is going to ensure that your eyeshadows stay looking fresh all day or night without creasing. I'm going to use the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, starting off with the shade Tempera and a big flat shader brush. I'm first going to apply this underneath my brow to highlight the brow bone, bringing it down to help the crease color blend better. And we're also going to apply this color on the center of the eyelid. The second and final shade that I'm going to pick up from the palette is Love Letter with a fluffy crease brush. Notice in the video that I'm building up the intensity of this eyeshadow, so I'm picking up a little bit, applying this to the crease, picking up a little bit more and applying it to the crease and blending it. If you pick up too much at once and apply it to your crease, it's going to become a hot mess. You're going to get so frustrated because it's not going to blend as easily as if you were just to build it. And you guys already know that I love extending the eyeshadow on the outer part of my eye, so that's what I'm doing here. And I'm also making sure that the eyeshadow edges are nice and blended and looking super soft. I'm going to pick up some more of that Love Letter shade and apply it on the outer part of my eyes in circular motions to make sure that everything blends together. And I'm also going to take whatever's left of that shade all over the eyelid to blend it with the center lid color that we applied at first. And I'm also going to make sure that I apply it on the inner corner of the eye. I'm going to quickly curl my lashes before applying mascara. The lash curler that I like using is the Tarte one, which is the one I'm using here. And the mascara that I've been loving is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. This is the False Lash Effect. I love this mascara. Moving on to complexion, yay! I'm going to make sure that there's no fallout underneath my eyes. I'm going to use the Tarte Clean Slate Poreless Primer. A little bit of this product goes a long way. I mainly apply it on the center of my face, anywhere where I tend to get a little bit oily throughout the day. And to give my skin a little bit of glow, I'm using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. A little bit of this product also goes a long way. And I'm using the e.l.f. stippling brush to apply this product on the high points of my face. I chose to use the Cover FX Natural Finish Foundation because it doesn't have any SPF and it photographs beautifully. But I chose the shade G20, which was a little bit too light for me right there. I'm like, whoa, that's too light. I should have done the shade G30, but I end up putting a darker foundation powder later on in the video, so it works out. And the brush that I'm using is from the new e.l.f. line from their Beautifully Precise brushes. I believe this is the Airbrush foundation brush. I'm going to use the Shark Tape what? What did I just say? Oh my goodness. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I love the product. I'm not a big fan of the packaging. I feel like mine oozes out. I'm using the shade Light Medium, which is the same color as my skin tone. So it's only going to conceal, but it's not going to brighten up. So I like to use it underneath my eyes, around my nose to conceal any redness. And to brighten up a little bit, I actually layer the Nars Vanilla Concealer on top of this one, just a little bit underneath my eyes and everywhere else on my face that I want to brighten. Oh, and I forgot to apply the Tarte concealer around my mouth to conceal the darkness that I noticed I've been getting discoloration around my mouth. I'm not sure why that is, but I use this to cover it up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let my foundation kind of set itself, and then I'll apply powder. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and apply some false lashes. Most of the time, whenever I wear this look, I actually just wear it like this, just with 2 coats of mascara. But for Valentine's Day, I would definitely wear fake lashes. You can wear whichever fake lashes you want, whether it's something really subtle, which is what I'm going to wear, or something really dramatic. If I can suggest something that's kind of maybe in between, I really like the Kiss lashes, the ones that I spoke about in my last video. These are pretty natural, but they add a little bit more drama and glam. So see how it looks like I have a little bit of eyeliner, even though I don't. My lashes look a lot thicker and fuller. They are so comfortable, so I really highly recommend these. The ones that I'm actually going to use are the Ardelle Wispie lashes, but I actually customized them for my own liking, and if you want to see a video on that, let me know, and also thumbs up this video. I'm going to use the Circa Pressed Powder Foundation with a big fluffy e.l.f. brush, and I typically don't use a powder foundation over a liquid foundation because I feel like that's too heavy and it's too, I don't know, it's just too heavy on my skin. But the reason why I'm doing it with this foundation powder is because it's very lightweight on the face, it's not heavy at all, and I'm using a fluffy brush so I don't pack too much product on as well. And it's going to help my foundation look a little bit darker because remember the liquid was a little bit too light. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Mercier translucent powder underneath my eyes to set my concealer. I'm going to pick up Love Letter with a flat shader brush and apply it underneath my lash line, but then I remembered that I did not prime my lash line. So right here I'm using the Urban Decay primer potion to prime that area of my eye, and I'm going back to that same step, which is applying Love Letter underneath my lash line. I'm also using this shadow, yes, the shadow, not liner, on the waterline. Just be very careful if you use contacts or have sensitive eyes. Do at your own risk. To fill in my brows, I'm going to use the NYX powder pencil. This product is so cool because it's like using a brow powder, but it's a lot more convenient because you don't have to carry around a brush with you. And the price point is perfect. It's like $6 or $7 bucks. And to give the illusion of fluffier brows, I'm going to use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel to brush my brow hairs up. I'm going to use the Tarte Park Ave Princess Bronzer. Woo! I almost hit myself on the face right there. I'm using a big fluffy powder brush. This is actually the one I use to apply the foundation powder. And I'm basically just, you know, going to bathe in bronzer. But wait, there's more! I'm going to use a second bronzer. This is from Ulta Beauty. It's more of a cool tone bronzer, so I love layering my bronzers. I feel like these two together look just perfect. And I'm going to switch brushes to a, this is still a big brush, but it's a little bit smaller than the previous one, and I'm going to use this to just slim down the center, oh not the center, but you know, my nose. Slim down my nose. I'm going to use a little bit of blush. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Exposed Blush. Just a little bit on my cheeks to give me a little bit of a rosy feel. And to blend everything together, I'm just going to take that same fluffy brush and just blend everything together. I'm going to use the Cover FX Sunlight Highlighter. This has to be one of my favorite highlighters. They actually reformulated it and repackaged it too. But anyways, before I apply it, I'm going to spray the e.l.f. Mist and Spray to reveal my natural highlights. I'm going to actually let it dry because it's still a little bit wet. So let it dry a little bit. Don't apply it while it's soaking wet. Once it dries down a little bit more, then you can apply it. And oh, I just love this highlighter so much. It looks so natural. I need a moment. Alright, so for lips, I'm going to do a gloss from Lorac, which smells so good, like cupcakes and unicorns. This is in the shade Socialite, just a nude lip gloss. When it comes to lips, I'm very lazy. I hate reapplying lipstick, so if I do reapply, I want it to be nice and easy. So yeah, that is all for the tutorial. Let me know what you thought on the comments below. Thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tag me on Instagram if you recreate this look, and I'll see you on my next video.